Hi everybody, I'm Enigma, and this is Gamecube month. This month I'll be looking into 4 select Gamecube titles and giving you my insight about them. But before we get to the games, let's get to the Gamecube. After the NES and Super Nintendo domination, Nintendo got to work on Project Reality, which would eventually become the Nintendo 64. Despite some improvements, the N64 had a lot of setbacks. Despite being an outdated medium, Nintendo decided to stick with cartridges, instead of doing what their competitors were doing and switching to CDs. Even worse, then Nintendo President Hiroshi Yamauchi admitted in 2001 that he purposely made the N64 hard to develop for, as an effort to curb bad games ending up on the console. And we all know how well that worked out! No. But, at the turn of the century, it was announced that Nintendo was working on a 128-bit, disc-based, IBM-powered console that was going to be called Dolphin. The Nintendo Dolphin. Fortunately, that was just a code name, and the console would eventually be called the Nintendo Gamecube, and be released on September 14th. In Japan, and 2 months later in the US, with its Nintendo launch title being not Mario, not Zelda, not even Metroid, but Luigi. Zelda's gone cel-shaded, Metroid's gone first person, and Luigi gets his own game. What the fuck was going on? What can you say about Luigi? The guy's been playing second fiddle to the biggest icon in gaming since the very beginning, stemming all the way back to the NES. Remember when you were 6, playing Super Mario Bros. With your big brother, and he always forced you to play second player with that NES control with the buttons that stick, and you had to wait hours and hours for your turn, growing more and more bitter, until you got a disdain for anything about Player 2, and you started hating looking at that green-clad wannabe. Who the fuck does he think he is? Sorry. But yeah, Luigi's been in the shadows all his life. He wasn't even in Super Mario 64, despite what the rumors have said. So when the Gamecube released, he finally got his big chance with Luigi's Mansion. So the game opens up on Luigi heading towards a mansion that he has supposedly won, only to discover that it's infested with ghosts. This game gave Luigi some unique characteristics, albeit a wimpy scaredy-pants character. Mario, on the other hand, went to investigate the mansion beforehand and has since vanished. So I take it Mario's gone missing, eh? Oh, what? You were thinking it too. We are then introduced to the insane Professor E. Gadd, who hands Luigi the Poltergeist 3000, a vacuum cleaner designed to suck up ghosts. Yeah, no, just roll with it. He also tasks our green hat hero to suck up all the ghosts haunting the mansion. Graphic-wise, the game looks fine. Textures look great. Being a launch title for the Gamecube, there was some expectation it would show off the power of the console, but it didn't turn out to be entirely true. There are some faults with the game though. Control-wise, the game's kind of off. First off, the game may be a 3D platformer, but the camera relies on a fixed camera angle, which
puts it behind the 64's launch tile by a mile. This means the C-stick is used to control the way Luigi is facing, but it feels stiff and clunky, and I also find it funny that you can't even jump. Not to mention the fact you can't invert aiming kind of pisses me off. The main aim of the game is to capture ghosts, obviously. This is done by stunning them with a flashlight and sucking their health points into the poltergeist. There seems to be a slight delay between the switching of weapons, which causes some ghosts to just up and vanish before you can suck them up. I'm saying suck a lot, aren't I? I know what music to play.
What? Have you seen the price tag for Ghostbusters? I haven't got that kind of budget.
Not to mention health is quite scarce in this game. Consider yourself lucky if you find yourself some health during a tough ghost fight, as your health doesn't get replenished until the next level. But despite some poor decisions and controls, I gotta admit the concept is rather interesting, and it's great to see Luigi finally getting some time in the spotlight. Albeit in a dark, spooky mansion. Fortunately, this potential has not gone unnoticed.
At E3 last year, it was announced that Luigi's Mansion 2 would be coming out on the 3DS, developed by Next Level Games, the guys behind Wii's Punch-Out! After 25 years, Luigi's finally gotten his big break. Good luck out there, Luigi. Join us next week as we look more into the Gamecube. As well as that, we go from a haunted mansion to a fucked up one. See you next time.